And now, your Midday Ark-La-Miss news update.
Well, good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in to NBC News Daily. I'm Jade Maloney with your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. Well, 4th of July weekend is fast approaching and many are making plans to enjoy it. NBC 10's Jalen Levette has some safety tips for you to add to those plans.
As many finalize their 4th of July weekend plans, many plan on ending it with fireworks, which can be an amazing celebration. But it's important to know how to do this legally and safely. I went to the West Monroe Fire Department to learn more about the dangers of fireworks.
A lot of types of calls that we may see are, fires, obviously, from debris falling from fireworks, burn injuries, stuff like that.
If you choose to indulge, here are a few safety tips.
Misusing fireworks is one of the things that we ask people never to do. You do see people that like to have a lot of fun and throw rockets and Roman candles at each other, and that's never a good idea. Very dangerous, and we just ask everybody to use common sense when using fireworks.
Read the directions on the box to make sure you know what the firework is intended to do, whether it's a fountain or like a mortar type. The fireworks go up, they've got to come down, and sometimes they're still hot when they fall, so you don't want to be around anything that's flammable or anything like that. Before you dispose of the fireworks, you need to soak them properly, because a lot of incidents we find are people will put hot fireworks in like a garbage can and they'll set the garbage can on fire.
It is also suggested that you attend a fireworks show rather than setting off your own if you plan on being under the influence. A safety-first mindset will have you well on your way to an amazing 4th of July weekend. For your Ark-La-Miss news source, I'm Jalen Levette.
And we're switching gears to the crime beat. A Louisiana man receives a life sentence for being involved in a sexploitation and child sex trafficking ring. Richard Hicks of Pioneer was convicted by a Monroe jury back in January for paying child sex traffickers in the Philippines to sexually abuse children. The case was part of a nationwide investigation that started in 2012. From 2017 to 2020, Hicks communicated and orchestrated these sexual acts with women in the Philippines and paid money numerous times. In 2022, Hicks was arrested after a federal search of his Pioneer home. According to officials, the women in the Philippines are still the subject of a joint ongoing investigation with the Philippines and U.S. law enforcement. And out of some other news, the El Dorado School District wants to help out their students even during those summer months. One way is by providing summer meals through their food services program. The district's food services program is in its first week. Now, many families do need assistance during the break, and any child under the age of 18 can come by and grab breakfast and lunch, but this year there is an added service.
And now, exclusive Storm Tracker Doppler weather with meteorologist Chase Ward.
It's still going to be hot and humid for this afternoon with temperatures in the mid-90s. The heat index will get above 105 degrees, so still make sure you practice heat safety. And we're also expecting a chance for scattered shower thunderstorms. We have a lot of moisture in place, and combine that with daytime heating and some weak upper level forcing, kind of just patchy to possibly scattered activity throughout much of the afternoon. Now, as we head around sunset, most of these thunderstorms do start to dissipate. We kind of lose that daytime heating, which will be kind of driving most of the unsettled things we'll see for the afternoon hours. Now, overnight through tomorrow, still warm and muggy. Temperatures not changing a whole lot. We kind of lose a little bit of forcing, but there's still a chance for a pop-up shower or two down towards Jonesville and Natchez into Wednesday afternoon. And then as we close this week out, could also still see more chance for rain and thunderstorms, but still remaining isolated to scattered in some spots. Now, as far as rainfall totals, again, kind of a polka-dotted map for the most part. Not all locations will even get rainfall, so we kind of hit or miss, so we'll kind of keep them mostly isolated, but can still see up to about 1/10 of an inch, maybe some spots as high as a quarter. But today, high near 95 for Monroe. Then for tonight, we'll be in the mid-70s, still warm and muggy, and rest of the week staying hot and humid with very little change at all with these temperatures towards the weekend and going into early next week. So we'll still see some more chance of rain though. That lingers the next Monday and Tuesday. Lows stay mid-70s.
Well, it has definitely been hot these past few days, giving us a run for our money, or at least me personally, but definitely go out and maybe get a cold treat, but stay hydrated and practice heat safety. And that's it for your Midday Ark-La-Miss update. NBC News Daily continues.